As Randy shook hands with the stranger, his two other friends came into our view. "This here's Frank." Adam pointed to the short, fat, balding man in wire-rimmed glasses who appeared around mid-50s. Frank wiped a sweaty palm on his pants and awkwardly extended his arm for a handshake. Randy hesitated, then shook his hand quickly. "And this one's George." He paused. "Frank's oldest son." Adam nodded towards the younger man in his 20s. He was also short, but appeared to be in better shape than his father. George had long brown hair that he had pulled back neatly into a ponytail, and his smile lit up his whole face as he shook hands with Randy. We introduced ourselves, and they sat at our campfire to share their story of how they got out of the city. Adam did all the talking. "We were stuck in an office building. Frank and we worked together. We did anyway. Insurance sales. Crappy job, won't miss that. Anyway, George here came right over when he saw the news that it started getting real weird. And 3 of us waited out the first wave." He paused for a moment, watching us all closely, then continued. "We were lucky. We was on the 10th floor of that building. Those things, they can't climb stairs too well, and they seem to slow down during the day. So when the sun came up, we managed to find our way out. Hit up a gun shop on the way out of town. Shooting them in the heads does them in, you know." He explained. "Yeah, I know," Randy muttered, still watching Adam closely. "So, where did you guys hole up last night?" Adam asked. "We found an armory in town." Max volunteered, and Randy shot him a cold look, causing Max to drop his head. "An armory? That's great. I bet you guys found a ton of supplies," Adam explained excitedly. "Mostly looted and picked over already by the time we got there," Randy answered, annoyed. That's too bad," Adam responded, sounding disappointed. An uncomfortable silence filled the air. Finally, Randy spoke. "So, y'all set up camp around here?" "Yeah, other side of the woods. We was out looking for something to hunt. Not much wildlife roaming around here, though." Adam was staring hard at Abby, causing her to scoot a bit closer to Max. "Well, it's dark. We should head back. Nice to meet you, folks." Adam stood up to leave. "Maybe see you around." Adam waved as he turned back to where he had first appeared. "He gives me the creeps," Abby said when they disappeared from sight. "I don't trust him far as I can throw him." Randy was staring in the direction that they had disappeared in. "Try to get some sleep. I'll keep watch tonight," Randy said, finally breaking his stare. "No, you need to sleep. You need your energy. I've had gun training. I'm not a good shot, but I would only have to warn them if they came back," Max protested. Andy looked at him thoughtfully and nodded. "Okay, kid. If anything goes down, you wake me up to help you. Don't try no hero shit," he said, giving him a friendly slap on the back, and Max nodded in agreement. That night, Abby pulled her sleeping bag close to mine. "Sorry, Grace. I need someone close or I won't sleep. I don't mean to be weird or creepy." "Not weird at all. We all feel vulnerable out here," I reassured her, relieved to have someone close. Within minutes, Randy was snoring, sitting on a rock with a gun in his lap. "How can he sleep like that?" Abby whispered. I began to giggle and prompted Abby to join in. I don't know, but he looks ridiculous and uncomfortable, I said when I caught my breath. We slept through the night without incident, and when morning came, Max announced that he had managed to kill 3 of the infected during the night that had wandered into our camp. I used my knife. I didn't want to wake anyone up if I didn't have to, and I'm thinking we should save our ammo. Use it sparingly, he announced proudly. Good job, kid. Randy yawned as he stretched. We should probably move on, though. I'm worried those guys will come back, and this time it won't be a social call. Randy looked annoyed. Where are we headed? I asked as we packed up our gear. We need to find shelter that we can make safe, and a vehicle, Randy answered. Let's head west for now. Keep an eye out for larger groups of the infected, and those guys from last night, he added. We walked on for the majority of the day, stopping occasionally for short breaks. By the time our shadows began to lengthen and the sky turned a red-orange, I began to notice something odd. We had not seen a single living person since the night before. This was making me uneasy. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we haven't seen those guys from the camp, but I can't help but notice. We haven't seen anybody all day. We can't be the only survivors out there. I announced my concern to no one in particular. My 3 comrades were silent for a moment. Then Randy spoke. There are more survivors, of course. We should probably be glad we haven't seen any of them, he said bitterly. What's with you, man? Max snapped at Randy. What do you mean by that? Randy snapped right back. You've been doing nothing but talk about how you don't trust living people and refuse to let anyone else join us. What's your problem? Max stopped to face him. People out there surviving will do anything to keep surviving. Anything. Randy wouldn't look at us. That includes us, you know. We're just surviving, besides. None of us knew each other before this even started. Alex sounded a bit more calmer. That was different. Randy boomed, causing Max to jump back from him. Randy stormed off ahead without another word while the 3 of us exchanged concerned and confused looks. We began to follow, hesitantly. Our trust in him was wavering. He was clearly hiding something. We walked on in silence until the sun faded, moonlight guiding us through the thick brush. When the smell of burning wood drifted to us from up ahead, our moods began to brighten as we drew nearer to the rising smoke of the fire. The sounds of people talking got louder and louder. We came to a line of trees. Beyond them, we could see the glow of the fire and 2, maybe 3 people sitting near it. As we got to the edge of the trees, Randy shot out his arm to stop us, holding a finger to his lips. We stopped and peered through the trees. Hey, gang! A male voice called out. Come join us. We don't bite. We could barely see the man that was speaking, but something just didn't feel right. Come on! Don't be rude, guys. It's Adam. Remember me? He asked, seemingly amused. My blood, it ran cold. Holy shit, ghouls, I am back. My kid is back in school. I finally have time to record and edit again. Holy jeez. You have no idea how much I miss just sitting here and getting to narrate. And I know it's been a long ass time. A lot of shit has gone on in my life. I was going to film a beautiful face video, but I am too lazy to put makeup on. Because it's like my first actual like day off with like no Jude, no work, not needing to leave the house for anything other than my therapy this morning. Like, it's just a lazy day, man. So hopefully I'll do like an update video on, you know, what happened the whole like 2.5, 3 months that I was freaking gone because of summer vacation. But yeah, I finally got to, I didn't even get to finish. This is the third part. The writer, she said that, well, hinted that there's going to be a part 4. Obviously, it was a very big cliffhanger at the end of this chapter, but it seems like there's going to be a few more. She doesn't have a new one out yet, but it seems like there are going to be. So look out for that. I have a bunch of things on this giant ass list I have that I want to do. I kind of want to like revamp my channel a little bit. Maybe try to teach myself some more editing skills. We'll see. But thank you so much for not leaving my side, ghouls. I apologize. I've been ignoring comments. I've been ignoring fucking everything because my life has just been a cluster of just crap. So now that everything seems to be finally sorted out, I will get back to my normal responding to everybody's comments and all of that stuff. But as always, ghouls, the last video will be on the top left. The next video will be on the bottom left. All my information is in the description box down below. And remember, there's always someone or something watching you.